Hello and welcome to day 3 of the Love Yourself to Life video series. Confidence starts with how we think. I am Dr. Monica Dubrow, the founder of Love Yourself to Life, where I help women to embrace the essence of who they are and not allow their past to interfere with their future. We overcome those emotions of SAD, S-A-D, sadness, anxiety, depression, and domestic violence. So if you need help, you need resources, you need support, feel free to reach out to me. Share this video, like, and subscribe. I would love to have you as part of the Love Yourself to Life community. Feel free to join the email list. The link will be in the comments. So again, this is day 2 of our video series, Confidence Starts with How We Think. So our day 2 topic, stop letting old thoughts have a seat at the table. Stop letting old thoughts have a seat at the table. What do you do with those old thoughts when they show up? All right. So let's dig in and let's talk about this. Some thoughts, they don't belong to us anymore. Yet somehow we still entertain those old thoughts. We keep letting them sit down and have space anyway. Just because the thought shows up doesn't mean that it deserves our attention. And remember, yesterday I said we're not going to let it sit and settle. We're going to capture it immediately. And we're going to change that negative thought to a positive thought so that we can help build our confidence. Confidence grows when we stop entertaining those mental guests that come from seasons that we've already evolved from, those seasons we've already grown out of, those seasons where we have already survived. So we have to stop letting those old past thoughts come and have a seat at our table because we've already been through that season. We don't want to do it again. You know what insanity is? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Allowing that same old mental thought to come and have a seat at the table, we entertain it. We start finding ourselves going down a drain and down these negative thoughts, this funnel. It's because we're allowing that same emotion, that same feeling, that same thing that somebody said to us in the past to sit, take root, settle, and entertain us. We can't keep allowing that to happen. Today is about reclaiming our mental space and deciding what gets access to us. So, what are you allowing to access your mind? Some thoughts don't deserve a seat in our mind anymore. We have to learn to, as soon as it tries to even sit down, go. You got somewhere else to go because you can't plant and sit right here. Just because a thought shows up doesn't mean it gets to stay. Confidence grows when we learn discernment. And I will be doing a series on discernment because when I tell you, when you pray and ask God for the spirit of discernment, He will start showing you some things about yourself as well as about other people and about other situations. So let's make sure that we are aware that confidence grows when we learn discernment, when we stop entertaining ideas that weaken us. They're not strengthening us, they're weakening us. The past already had its turn, so it doesn't get to repeat itself. There's no wash, repeat, and rinse. Wash, rinse, and repeat with what happened in our past. It doesn't get to vote on who we are now. So those past situations, they're past. Stop letting people bring up the receipts to things that happened in your past because that's not you anymore. Let them stay in the past if that's where they choose to stay. But we're not there anymore. We're not that same person that we were back then. I did a presentation a couple of months ago, and one of the things that I said was evolve so beautifully that people actually have to get to know you again when they come back to try to communicate with you, when they come back and try to have any type of connection with you. Evolve so beautifully that after your growing and your evolving season, people have to get to know you all over again. Why? Because you're not that same person that you were when they once knew you. So we're going to stop letting old thoughts, old memories have a seat at our table. Some thoughts, they've overstayed their welcome. It's time for you to kick them out today. Hopefully you started kicking them out yesterday and you started recognizing negative thoughts yesterday to help build your confidence. It's time. They've overstayed their welcome. They have to go. They showed up during a painful season. They may have shown up when you were broken. They made themselves comfortable. They never left, or they're trying to come back. And the problem isn't that the thought exists. The problem is that we keep entertaining them like they're honored guests. We keep entertaining them like we welcome them in. We keep entertaining them like they're supposed to be there. What do I mean by entertaining them? The negative thought comes in, and as I said already, we start going down this negative funnel. Oh, that must be true. Oh, I'm this, and it's all negative. Nope, we cannot allow them to sit, settle, and grow in our thoughts and in our minds. They are not on a guest. It is time for them to go. They're not even on the guest list. They're not even on the guest list, not even supposed to be there. So let them go. Every time we replay old narratives, we're feeding something that we should be starving. Every time that we replay old narratives in our thoughts, we're feeding something that needs to be starving. Let it starve. Let it die out. Confidence grows when we develop discernment, as I've already said. Not every thought is truth. So when you start discerning those negative thoughts and you start uprooting them immediately, you are growing. You are growing in a passion to love yourself. Not every memory deserves airtime. Not every fear deserves our attention. We have to learn how to escort certain thoughts out of our mental space without guilt and without apology. Escort those thoughts out of your mental space. And how do you do that? You replace them with a positive thought. You replace them with scripture. You replace them with positive affirmation. Did you write your positive affirmations yesterday? I hope you did. If not, after this video, I want you to stop and take some time to write out some positive affirmations that you can say to yourself every day. Growth is going to require boundaries. Growth is going to require boundaries, even in our thought processes, even in our mind. So in order for us to grow, we're going to have boundaries on those thoughts that penetrate our mind. Philippians 4:8. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Anything that is excellent and praiseworthy, those are the things that we're supposed to be thinking about. Isaiah 26:3. You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. God will keep our minds in perfect peace because we're trusting in him. Psalms 139:14. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. The word, it gives us clarity. Philippians 4:8 tells us exactly what deserves focus. Isaiah 26:3 connects peace directly to where our mind stays. And Psalms 139:14 reminds us of our worth when self-doubt tries to sit down uninvited. Self-doubt tries to sit down uninvited. What do you do when self-doubt kicks in? Let it go. Change it. Change your thought process. We have to change our thought process to positives in order for our confidence to grow. That's our video series. Here's the hard truth. If we keep inviting old thoughts to the table, they'll keep influencing our decisions. How much are your decisions influenced by negative thoughts, by a negative thought pattern? And what's the outcome? What is the outcome when you allow old thought patterns, negative thought patterns, to influence your decisions? We can't say that we want confidence, but keep mentally rehearsing insecurity. We can't ask for peace while feeding anxiety. There has to be intention. We decide what gets a seat, what gets dismissed, and what no longer belongs in this season of our life. What does not belong in this season of your life? What did you bring over today that you should have left yesterday? Today, we choose what stays and what goes. Our focus alignment. We're going to choose what stays and what goes. We give our mental space to thoughts that strengthen, steady, and affirm us. Today, we curate our thinking. We intentionally give our attention to thoughts that support clarity, peace, and self-respect. We intentionally, the key word is we intentionally give our attention to thoughts that support clarity, peace, and self-respect. Focus on it. 2 reflection questions for you for today. Which thought patterns am I still feeding that no longer align with who I am becoming? Which thought patterns am I feeding that no longer align with who I am becoming? Which thought patterns do I keep revisiting that no longer align with who I am becoming? So, what thought patterns are you continuing to revisit that are not aligning with the person that you are becoming? Today, our closing decorations. Today, I choose discernment in my thinking. I release thoughts that no longer serve who I am becoming. My mind is not a storage unit for old pain. My mind is not an old storage unit, is not a storage unit for old pain. I give my focus to what strengthens me, steadies me, and moves me forward. I make room for confidence by protecting my peace. I want you to write those daily affirmations, these declarations. I want you to write them down. Write them on an index card, write them in your notebook, your prayer journal, any place that you can go back to and you can reflect on them and you can think about them, because we are focused on that confidence starts with how we think. And I want you to continue to grow in your confidence throughout this year, grow in your self-worth, grow in who you are, and definitely grow in loving yourself to life and allowing God to show you what it means to love yourself to life. Allow God to show you the value that you have. Allow God to show you that He is the ultimate person who's going to love us to life. It's your girl, Dr. Monica. Thank you so much for joining me for day 2 of our video series, Confidence Starts with How We Think. Please feel free to join me tomorrow as we do day 3 of this video series. Have an absolutely amazing day.